When it comes to the authenticity of the Bible, there's a lot of people out there who think that it was created for a means of controlling the masses, to keep us under some sort of peaceful existence where we don't revolt. It's as if they believe the Illuminati or some group out there created it for that purpose. And so I wanted to put out some questions that we should all be asking if this were true. If these people really did create it to deceive and divide us, why do we see certain things that we see? For example, why would they go out of their way to create a reality that goes against it, continuously feeding us these things that are directly against the very book that they would have created? And why would they have worked so hard to keep it hidden from the masses for centuries? And not only that, what would it benefit them to create archaeological finds and evidence that match the history of events in the Bible 100%? Like the Red Sea crossing, going and planting chariot wheels way in the past so that they would become coral encrusted enough to match this story before they even knew about scuba diving technology. And how could they have taken technology that we don't even know of to melt the entire shoreline area where the Red Sea crossing happened and have molten sand, literally glass sand in certain places, covering the shoreline? If they were the ones responsible and it wasn't the pillar of fire that the Bible speaks of that our Father did, why wouldn't they make that mainstream, put it in the news? Instead, that information is hidden. That's not how these people work. When they have something that they have made, whether it be a hoax or some sort of stretching of the truth where they're producing this fraudulent evidence, this stuff is always in the forefront. The evolutionary hoaxes, things like that. You will not see that with these artifacts that match the Bible. If they created it, why would it be that way? These are the questions we need to be asking. It's okay to question its authenticity. Look at the translation errors. Why would there be translation errors in the first place if they wrote it? It would have been perfect as it is. It wouldn't need all of these dozens of translations. We wouldn't need thousands upon thousands of denominations. Unlike all of the other belief systems, we would be more unified. And that's not the case. The enemy's goal is to divide and conquer. They find people, these unclean spirits, that are finding truth, and they work to divide them. So the Illuminati writing the Bible becomes laughable when you see how much evidence there is out there to prove its authenticity compared to the effort the world is going through to hide the proof. It's something that takes you on a journey that will separate you from the rest of the world, but the time is running out to try and fit in with everybody else and pretend that the spiritual warfare isn't going on. It's obvious now for most of you that the corrupting of all flesh 2.0 is going on, and that there's something to the things that we're seeing, the corruption ramping up, and we need to be ready for what's to come. I really do believe that we are nearing the first resurrection, and we need to be ready. So, wanted to put these thoughts out there. I know this is short, to the point, but these questions are things that just keep popping up in my mind for those people that come at me with the same statements that, you know, this book is written by the powers that shouldn't be to control us, and you need to stop quoting the Bible. And I would if I could find proof, but the only proof that I seem to find is that there is a mountain of evidence that proves that not only was it the Father that set the people free the first time, but it was the Father that continued to set his people free and send them examples of how they should live until ultimately he ended up sending his beloved Son. And that example is what is bringing many of us back now and showing us how we're supposed to live. So don't take it for granted, and don't take my words for it. Seek and you will find that his mercy endures forever. That's why he was always reaching out his hand to the people that turned their backs on him. And if you're one of those people like I was that turned your back on him and walked away, when you reach out with all of your heart, He's going to be there to find you and pick you up. So do that. Reach out. Stop thinking that He doesn't love you. He sent you His Son. That's all I got. We'll see you soon, guys. Stay safe and stay ready.